Opinions, positions, or strategies expressed on WLAF TV 12 do not necessarily reflect those of the staff, management, ownership, or advertisers of WLAF TV 12, 1450 WLAF Radio, FM 100.9, or 1450WLAF.com.
Hey, this is Mark Beckman with Independent Insurance Consultants. You're used to seeing Blake McCoy sitting here. We decided to change it up a little bit. I'm helping folks with their Medicare and TennCare questions. If you've got Medicare Part A and Part B, if you've got TennCare to go along with that, you most likely qualify for extra benefits at no cost. Please give us a call, 866-691-5571.
Welcome to RaisX.
RaisX has a friendly service with a family environment with that country kick. It's a family owned with delicious food, offering breakfast, lunch, supper all day long, and great steaks, wonderful salmon. Also, for that sweet tooth, pies and much more. For the kids, games, daily specials, dine in or carry out. Call 423-569-3354. Call RaisX today.
Riggs Drugs has been a part of Campbell County for generation after generation, serving our friends and neighbors. And now we have redesigned our store to better serve you. It's the same knowledgeable and friendly staff, but a new look and new technology to ensure you get your prescriptions fast. We've always got you covered from prescriptions to all your home health needs. We've always been more than a pharmacy, still offering a huge selection of gifts and decor. Here at the new and improved Riggs Drugs.
Linda Kilgore, State Farm.
State Farm agent Linda Kilgore is driven to save you money on your home, auto, and life insurance.
Hi, my name is Linda Kilgore. I'm a State Farm agent in Jacksboro, Tennessee. I have 32 years insurance experience. I have been here in Campbell County for about 21 years. We offer auto, homeowners, life, health, banking, and mutual funds. Come by and let us give you a quote. Doesn't cost you anything. We can answer all your questions and choose the coverage that's right for you.
Or see State Farm agent Ann Gwen Love.
If you need rental insurance, stop by and see me at Linda Kilgore State Farm.
For all your insurance needs, see State Farm agent Linda Kilgore in Jacksboro across from Walmart, 423-566-5000, 566-5000.
Razor, Ranger, Sportsman, Ace. If you live for the outdoors, there's a Polaris to match your passion. Confident, comfortable, capable. That's Ace. With a solo cockpit, automotive controls, independent suspension, all-wheel drive, and up to 45 horses of fuel-injected power. Calling it revolutionary would be an understatement. Polaris, the world leader in off-road innovation.
Okay, welcome again, folks, and I'm sorry I didn't get a light put up, but Jerry, my buddy over here, is putting one up because we're going to talk about that budget and all that kind of stuff here tonight. And first of all, I want to tell you about my sponsors, True Value Homes. Folks, I want to thank you all because I was told this week that True Value Homes has been beating all the other competition in the same field in this area. They're selling more, and I hope we had something to do with that. So you go over there and check with Keith Klothfelder, or you call him at 663-866-8633. Also, I want to talk to you tonight about Tennessee Outdoors. Tennessee Outdoors.
This is Jerry.
Hey, normally just let it ring till I get done. Tennessee Outdoors. They got guns. They got anything you need: fishing, hunting, bullets, you name it. And I'm fixing to use one on him. But
I'm trying to get that phone to quit ringing. We need to set that because it's making a noise.
I know it. It normally don't
shouldn't
ring.
be doing that.
Right. But anyway, Tennessee Outdoors, folks, and it's located almost directly across the street. If you've been over there and know where Roan State Community College is, it's on the right-hand side as you're going towards Oneida. Also, Ron's Golf Carts. Ron Golf Carts, hey, folks, he's always got, right now, though, in the summertime, he rents those golf carts. And, you know, you go down into South Carolina or you go this or that, and those resorts, you get a golf cart for a week, it costs you $600. I guarantee you it don't cost you that much here. But if you're on down on that lake and in a trailer park or no matter if you're even in one of those condominiums down there to ride along and have a good time, it's a great deal. Also, Brimstone. Hey, folks, I'm telling you, it's Camp Razor. Camp Razor, 18th and 19th. Jake Owens is on the 19th. And they're giving away $200,000 worth of vehicles from Razor. And also, I think if you go online, the tickets for the whole weekend, and they got John Party on
P-A-R-D-I with Chris Lane.
Yeah, and the Old Dominion.
Jake Owen is with Old Dominion.
Right. And folks, $25. Get online now.
That's for the whole weekend.
That's for the whole weekend. Get online. That's Brimstone.
$25. That's you ain't gonna have that much fun for $25 anywhere.
No. Well, I'm gonna tell you this: if you're going to see a Jake Owens concert,
that'd be more than $25.
About 75.
Yeah.
So you check it out. That's a week, and plus they got 300 miles of maintained trails, and they have security and safety people in the mountains while you're there.
There will be plenty of security, plenty of safety
and there's plenty of food too.
Yeah.
And also, I want to remind everybody, Scott County High School has one of the probably, in fact, about it, the late Howard Baker told me that, you know, he had
he's name dropping now.
He had went to many festivals in this country, because, you know, at one time he was the majority leader of the Senate. And the one in Scott County, it helped by the students at Scott County High School, was the best in the nation. Now they only do this the last Saturday of September every year. Now on Friday they will let the kids in the elementary schools, I think up to the 6th grade or something like that, they'll all go out there and just have a big time, and it don't cost anything. And they have food and they have whatnots and what this and that, and they may have increased it. I don't think so, but nobody can sell a plate of food, no matter what they're selling, for more than $5.
Okay.
It's a family thing.
There you go.
And man, there's a crowd that gets there every year. I mean, you need to get there early, but like I say, they're only open about 6 or 7 hours. So, and that's only on Saturday, the last Saturday of this coming month. Because tomorrow is the first day, isn't it?
Tomorrow's September 1st.
Okay.
My little brother's birthday.
Okay.
One of my little brothers, not the one you all know.
Oh, okay. Well, listen, I asked Jerry to come up tonight because we're going to talk about all the stuff that went on last meeting, last Monday night and last Thursday night. And
we're going to get nasty too, RL.
Well, anyway.
I'm going to tell it like it is. We're going to get nasty. It's going to be, it ain't going to be pretty.
Well, we're going to get into that. But that's what we're fixing to do right now here in a second. But I got a couple of things I want to mention. You know, I'm 100% against having children in your schools getting out and selling anything. In today's world, I think a person has to be they really are not thinking if they'd let their kid go out in the public, knocking on doors or going this and that, selling beads or selling donuts or you name it, and knocking on doors. You can't trust people anymore, folks. I'm not saying it. I'm saying that there's probably 99.9% of the people in Campbell County would never harm a child, but there's that 1% that would harm a child. And so if you've got 40,000 people, you got 4 or 5 people that would harm a child or 10.
You can't let them go out by themselves.
And I want to tell you this. At Fairview, they came up with something that, and I've always been against this for going out to, but they sent out a letter to all the parents, and they wanted the grandparents or the parents to come to the school, and that was last Thursday now, come to the school and have lunch or a picnic out on the school grounds with their child up to the 4th grade. It wasn't for the whole school because it had been too much chaos.
Okay.
I'm telling you folks, the line was so long that the parents and grandparents been there, and they had little donuts, had 4 little donuts in a small package, and it was $1 each. You paid that was their fundraiser. It was fantastic. They had to make $200 or $300 but going out here and selling somebody else's, some big business down in Florida or Atlanta, somebody come up with a scheme, or even maybe from the capital of the state or somewhere, and they sell these oranges and apples and pears and oranges, whatever, and they take a small bit of that, but you pay $20 for a crate of oranges, and they're not, or who would buy a crate of oranges in a year's time, and they rot or whatever. It was great. So here's the last thing I want to say about this. At the campgrounds, Friday or it might have been Saturday. No, because I came home Friday. It was on Friday. A beautiful, beautiful little girl, probably 9 to 10 years old, going through the campgrounds now, and there wasn't nobody with her. I mean, she probably was down at somebody down from other campground or something or other, coming through selling cookie dough for a school.
I'm looking for something on here that ties into that.
Oh, and so, folks, don't let your child, I don't care what school it is, I don't care if they're seniors or if they're preschool, don't let them be salespeople for some company out there that's making a fortune. And then I'd say in some cases, not in every case, but that money that they bring in there, not all of it's going to buy pencils and paper for them kids.
Here we go.
So
this is one somebody that I know very well. RL, somebody that I know very well.
Hold on, I want to plug this in, then you hold on, folks. Go ahead.
This person here.
Hey, Mr. Gibson.
Hold on just a minute,
Hold
please.
on just a second.
This person, this child's first year, RL, first year in school. Ain't been in school, what, 2 weeks now?
Right.
And they've already got them out selling these little tumblers, these little cup things, for $22. The popcorn, I think they said 16 and 18 bucks for popcorn. I don't know how much these other things are.
They ought to put the principals and the school superintendent out and let them do that. They need to be put in jail.
First year in school. You know that first grader ain't going out and sell none of that stuff. They're putting pressure on mom and daddy to go out and do that.
Mom and dad,
I'm with you. This shouldn't happen.
Mom and dad will have to buy that.
Mom and dad will have to buy it.
You're on the air.
Yeah, ARL.
Uh-huh.
They've got my brother in prison over there, and they've had him 15 years. And they claimed he molested a kid, but there wasn't no proof of that. And my mom's 81 years old, and she's been a resident of Campbell County all their lives. And if there was somebody out there that helped try to get him out there, they treat him like a dog over there. They won't let him have nothing.
Over where?
Over in Clifton, Tennessee. And his name's Michael Wallace. And they treated him like a dog. They won't let him have nothing. And they act like he's killed 20 people. And it's been a nightmare for us. And
but he's not in Scott County, is he?
No, he's in Clifton, Tennessee.
Where is that at?
Oh, I didn't know.
Near Memphis or something like that. And I'm not got to see him in 15 years there, RL.
Uh-huh.
And I wish somebody could help. And my number's 912-6129. If I could get some help with that, we've just been worried to death, and there ain't nothing we can do, buddy.
Well, I'm curious why you haven't seen him in 15 years.
Yeah, I hadn't seen him in 15 years.
Yeah, why haven't you went there?
Why haven't you gone?
What, sir?
Why have you not gone in 15 years?
Well, he's from over there, and we're poor people. I mean, we couldn't even afford a lawyer. And Charles Herman was his public defender then, and they railroaded him. They said, "Oh, you ain't got enough money to get him out." And Johnny Vanover was the DA down
so
there.
the case was here. They've just moved him over to there. Okay.
And then they moved him way over there where nobody could get to him. And I don't think that's fair to no human being. Nobody should be treated like that, you know.
Okay.
Well, unfortunately, it's not a case you can go look at. It involves a child. So you said it involved a child, right?
They don't even let animals get done that way. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Well, and if it's involving a small child, there's nothing you can do probably. Let me ask you this, or tell you this.
In the courthouse, and Shane Sexton said there wasn't enough proof to find him guilty. That's what he asked the DA. And my brother's still in there. They won't bring him up for a hearing or nothing.
Well, listen.
You know,
I would talk to Effner.
Yeah.
Effner. I would talk to him, and he's a new DA, and find out. And at least if he can give you some peace of mind and give your mother some peace of mind, okay?
My dad was Elvin Wallace, and he never defended nobody. He'd get along with a tree if you talk to him. That's just the way my dad was.
Okay.
He was a coal miner.
Okay.
On Terrible Mountain, and Dad never believed in us doing anything to no young kid at all like that. He never raised us like that.
Okay, but now I talked to Effner. I have to call him Effner. Jared
Effler.
Yeah. But anyway, talk to him.
Thank you, buddy. And I wish there was somebody out there could do something. I'll talk to him, and I want to try to talk to him, but they just say, "Fuck you, ain't nobody."
Well,
you know,
I don't think he's that kind of guy.
Okay, sir. Thank you, RL.
You're welcome. Okay, now we're going to get into some knock down, drag out things here. and first of all, I want to say some of the stuff that I've been told and I've read about insurance. You know that
we're going to talk about that a lot.
A state rep,
it
don't make as much money as some of the county commissioners does here in this county.
No, I don't believe that.
Wait just a minute. When you take $18,000,
the state rep gets health insurance also if he wants it.
Well, but what I'm saying is, they get what their pay is what, $15,000 a year.
The county commissioners?
No, state rep are $18,000.
Something like that, yeah.
$15,000, $18,000.
Right, something like that.
And if they and let's just say that
they get the health insurance.
They get a health insurance. Say it's
plus they get travel expenses. They get
well,
apartment. They get money to stay somewhere in Nashville while they're there.
Right, but again they get a salary. But down here, and they get the same thing, except if they go to Nashville, they get per diem. If they get, they go to meetings, they get fed, or they get per diem, and they're making almost as much as a state representative.
No, they're not. Not even close.
It is
not even close. Because that state representative is getting paid $15,000 to $18,000.
Well,
that state representative also has access to the state's health insurance plan.
Okay, but now let me ask you this: if they're making $6,000 or $600 a month, $500 a month,
yeah,
that's $6,000.
$6,000.
So they're making a third of what, or more than a third of what a state, or at least a third of what a state represents. I'm just saying that's almost like a job.
For who?
For these people in here that's getting that $18,000 worth of insurance plus a $6,000 worth of pay, salary, and all the other stuff that goes along with it. And now, how many people out there in this county? Now you'll get what I'm talking about here in a minute. That's above the poverty level here in Campbell County. The average family of 4 in Campbell County makes about $22,000 a year.
Well, okay.
So that's almost a full salary.
If you include the health insurance.
Yeah.
Yeah. All that health insurance benefit's a great benefit. And they give it to themselves, folks. You got to understand that.
Part-time work.
They get very part-time work.
Very, very part-time.
And they say we're classified as, this is where it gets me. This is where it gripes me, Ariel. They say we're classified as full-time employees, and they blame it. They sit there, Ariel, and blame it on the state and said the state classifies us as full-time employees. Well, I've done some research, and the next time one of them county commissioners tells you the state classifies them as a state employee, look them in the eye and tell them you're a liar and the truth ain't in you.
Now, why would you have to say it that way?
Just tell them.
Why would you have to be?
Just because, Ariel, they have brought that farce on the county. They brought that farce.
The right way to do that would say you're mistaken. Please.
No, they're not mistaken. They're lying.
But you're just
because, Ariel, they have perpetrated that. Will you let me finish?
No.
Can I finish?
Why do you want to make an enemy out of it?
Because they have perpetrated that farce on the citizens of this county for far too long, blaming it on the state. Blaming it on the state.
Well, they do that every time you turn around.
Let me read you the law. I've got the law right here. Let me read you the law.
Again, you could get that same message out there.
I know you could. I know you could. Go up and tell them, say, that's all right. We understand. That's what Ariel wants you to do.
No, that's not what I want you to do.
That's all right. You go ahead and take that $18,000.
I want you to address the problem.
You go ahead and take that $18,000 out of my wallet. That's okay. You know you don't deserve it, but that's okay. Here's the law, folks. Let me read you the law. Tennessee Code Annotated. It's a very short one. 8-27-501. Counties authorized to provide insurance for employees and officials, persons eligible. A. Counties are hereby expressly authorized to provide group life, hospitalization, disability, and medical insurance for all county employees and officials. B. Now this is important, folks. This is important. For the purpose of the application of this part, county employee may include, doesn't have to, but may include, subject to the approval of the county legislative body. Not the state legislative body, not the governor, not the mayor, not anybody. Subject to the approval of the county legislative body. They may include, again, folks, retired county employees, which we do provide that for retired county employees up until they're 65, okay? Officials, which county commissioners are. And get this, their surviving spouses. If I'm a county official and I die, my spouse can still get that insurance. Okay.
This is providing that you the state don't tell you. It's not mandated.
It's not mandated.
It's provided that your legislative body of the county approves it.
Right.
That's the only way.
But what they've been saying for years is the state classifies them as full-time employees, which makes them eligible for the health insurance. Okay, the law, Tennessee Code Annotated 8-27-501, clearly says they did it themselves. They gave that benefit to themselves. It wasn't the state. It wasn't anybody else.
It's not mandated.
It's not mandated.
It's never been mandated.
Never been. But they would have you believe it was. Even the commission, and they had me believing it, RL. And they had me believing it. Then I started to do some research.
You don't even have to take that insurance if you
don't have to take it. No, you don't have to take it. But see, what they were saying is they had to offer it to them. That's not true. They didn't have to offer it to them. Now, I know that Joe Coker has asked for a ruling as far as how does Obamacare handle this, okay? But still, they say because the state classifies them as full-time employees, they're eligible for the health insurance. Again, the state didn't do it. They did it themselves. They did it themselves. So they voted themselves this $14,000, $18,000 benefit at the expense of every one of you people.
Well, see, that's something that I had checked into because, in fact, about it, I believe now, I'd say Lynn's probably watching. Lynn Lettner, and he chose to take the county insurance because it was better than what he had at the bank.
At his workplace, at his full-time job.
Yeah.
At his full-time job. So what they did is they classified themselves as full-time employees. But when you ask them, up until we've got the proof right here, they would tell you it's because the state said they were full-time employees and they had to offer them this benefit.
It's not mandated.
That's right. There's no truth in what they're saying. Is what I'm saying. Okay? This is a benefit they've offered to themselves. Okay. Now we're going to
we'll go on after the break.
You going to take a break?
I'm going to take a break at 9 or 8:30.
Oh, so we got 3 more minutes. Let me finish my rant. Let me finish my rant.
Go ahead. We're not going right now, buddy.
So let me tell you what happened in the past week and a half, okay? The county commission voted overwhelmingly to take away. See, you've got commissioners that's sitting down there saying, we've got to cut, we got to cut, we got to cut, we got to cut, okay? So one thing they did was they took away the discretionary fund, which for years everybody's known it's nothing more than a re-election campaign for the commissioners at the expense of the taxpayers. That's all that discretionary fund ever was.
Well, they gave each one $85,000 at one time, didn't they?
No. The highest I think it's ever been was $6,000.
Well, I'm talking about they come up with each district $85,000.
No, that was totally something else. That was on the roads. That was totally something else.
For the roads.
Yeah, but that's got nothing to do with what I'm talking about.
Well, I'm still saying these are things. Now, just like they've come back now and increased the taxes just to give their, because they had taken that away, hadn't they?
You want to let me finish?
No.
Let me finish?
No. We're going to finish. But I'm asking you a question. I'm
going to get to that. I'm getting there.
Boy, you're taking a long road
I want people to understand what happened to them.
Okay.
The taxpayers in this county took one in the back, RL. Okay. That's a fact. Took one in the back because these commissioners are self-serving and voted this stuff to benefit themselves. Had absolutely no benefit to the county whatsoever, and it caused your taxes to go up because they did it.
1.5%.
1.5 cents caused the taxes to go up because they did this. So any of them commissioners that voted for, well, let me finish. Okay, let me go back.
Okay, go ahead.
They took away the health insurance, okay? The same night they voted to take away the discretionary fund, fine, it's gone. Wick Goins brought it up and said, let's vote and take away the health insurance, okay? So it passed 8-7. RL, wouldn't you know, 8 of them didn't have the health insurance. 7 of them did. So you know which 8 voted to take it away, the ones that didn't have it.
Right.
The 7 that did have it voted to keep it, but they lost because it's 8-7. So there was a lot of maneuvering through the week last week to try to get this insurance back, okay? There was one commissioner was absent. Robert Higginbotham was absent, okay? Don't know why, don't have any reason to know why, okay? But so there were 14 of them there. During the process of the budget meeting last week, Johnny Bruce, the week before, Johnny Bruce made a motion to pass the tax rate at $2.23.5, with including bringing back the health insurance. Okay, well, they discovered with what he was on the fund with that $2.23.5 didn't have enough in it to add back in the health insurance, so they had to raise that tax rate another $0.015, just like you said, to $2.25. So. And they had to vote on the health insurance by itself. It had to be voted on separately because it was voted on separately to take it out, okay? So you got commissioners sitting down there that said, we got to cut, we got to cut, we got to cut. Boy, when their health insurance got cut, they belly ached and cried and whined bigger than anybody you ever seen in your life. Because although they're sitting down there saying, we got to cut, we got to cut, well, they mean in all the other departments. They mean they don't got to take somebody else's job, got to get somebody else out of there. But when you cut their health insurance and it hurt them personally, oh no, we can't do that now.
Okay.
Don't hurt us.
We'll be back after these words from our sponsors.
Hey, this is Mark with Insurance Consultants. You're used to seeing Blake McCoy sitting here, and I'm up here cutting a new commercial for y'all to look at. I help people have Medicare and TennCare, and if you've got any questions about what you're eligible for, whether you should be getting extra benefits, is your plan changing, or do you even need anything to go with your Medicare, those are the types of questions I can help you with. Please give me a call at 1-866-691-5571. I'll be glad to give you a call, and as always, we charge nothing for our services. If we can help you in any way, we'll be glad to do it. Y'all have a good day.
Welcome to Razax.
Razax has a friendly service with a family environment with that country kick. It's a family owned with delicious food, offering breakfast, lunch, supper all day long, and great steaks, wonderful salmon. Also, for that sweet tooth, pies and much more. For the kids, games, daily specials, dine in or carry out. Call 423-569-3354. Call Razax today.
Riggs Drugs has been a part of Campbell County for generation after generation, serving our friends and neighbors. And now we have redesigned our store to better serve you. It's the same knowledgeable and friendly staff, but a new look and new technology to ensure you get your prescriptions fast. We've always got you covered from prescriptions to all your home health needs. We've always been more than a pharmacy, still offering a huge selection of gifts and decor here at the new and improved Riggs Drugs.
Hi, I'm Linda Kilgore. This is my 35th year with State Farm, my 25th year here in Campbell County. I'm not a high-pressure salesman. I like to just sit down with my customers and help them decide what's right for them. Thank you, and I hope to see you soon.
A Mule Pro FXT can't handle. The 2015 Mule Pro FXT. The Mule Pro FXT is engineered to smooth out the most rugged terrain. Over 8.5 inches of suspension travel make uneven surfaces feel a lot less jarring, while a tight 16-foot turning radius combined with electric power steering means easy and effortless cornering on a dime. Engine braking is tuned for a controlled feel when heading downhill, and high-output LED headlights light up the way. Round out this exceptional package with the maximum stopping power of front and rear disc brakes, and there's almost nothing the Mule Pro FXT can't handle. The 2015 Mule Pro FXT.
Okay, we're back folks, I want to remind you of Tennessee Outdoors over in Scott County, and now they have a furniture store, a nice furniture store. It's connected to their Tennessee Outdoor building where they have the guns, all the fishing and hunting stuff that you could possibly need, and well, they don't sell boats, I don't guess. They got the Husqvarna. Is that the way you say that?
Husqvarna.
Husqvarna. Husqvarna.
I think that's
well,
right.
they know what I'm saying.
Where is this at? I wasn't paying attention to it.
It's over in Scott County, just right across the street from where you turn into Rome State Community College.
What's the name of the store?
It's Value Mart.
Okay.
And Tennessee Outdoors.
I was looking at something here on.
And folks, it's really a nice place and just as nice people. I mean, really nice people. So you check that out and tell them RL sent you. True Value Homes, folks. They're outselling anybody. And one of the things that they're doing, if you've got property that you can set that and hit stands for your down payment,
yeah,
you can go into a home this week
with nothing down.
With nothing down.
You can use your property as your collateral.
And they also have in-house financing.
Yeah,
they got it all. And you give folks, most of you people know Keith Klothfelder. You know him. And his telephone number is 423-663-8633. Runs golf carts and indoor flea market. I mean, I'm being honest with you. Of all my life that I've ever went into a flea market or something like that he's got, I've never seen anything that's as clean. Everything's priced. And he's just a pleasant, but now he's got a lot of confidence in himself.
He knows what he's doing.
He knows what he's doing.
He knows what he's doing.
Absolutely knows what he's doing.
And he knows how to treat you folks when you come in there. I've been in there a bunch.
Yeah, he's just a nice guy. Also, Brimstone Recreation, and it's called Razor, Camp Razor. And now, last year, Camp Razor came to Brimstone. The first time that Camp Razor had come across the Mississippi River. They had never been in eastern part of the United States, because all this stuff is basically west, and they got a lot of territory out there to ride. Utah and Wyoming. You just name it out west. Those states are so big that you could ride forever.
They got a lot of open land.
Oh gosh.
Yeah.
But there's a lot of open land over in Scott County. 20,000 acres for Brimstone has got leased. Now, and from the Highway 27 over to the interstate, or over to Campbell County line, there's about 200,000 acres. And so if you get a TWRA
stamp
grant, or not, a permit.
Okay.
But now they're not managed like Brimstone, and on the 18th and 19th of September, next month, folks, and it's for the whole weekend. Just looked it up on, or you looked it up on the computer here. It's just $25.
Yeah, that's what it said on the computer. $25.
$25.
And that includes the concert.
That includes the concert. You can buy your tickets down, but now.
So for $25, even if you don't have a four-wheeler, go out there and ride. You can actually go out there and watch the concert.
Absolutely.
Even if you don't have a four-wheeler.
Drive right into the concert.
Drive right in, you can go watch the concert.
And also, folks, they have acres and acres of parking before you get down to the concert area. And well, it's so big. They got 60-something acres where they put the concert on, and it's packed. So they have to, the people that's driving in with their cars, if they don't get there and early, then they will have to park in auxiliary parking, but they have buses to take you to and they have a hay bale. I'd say it'll seat probably 1,000 people or more right in front of the stage. So they've got it for you. And also I want to mention that the festival for Scott County High School their festival is always the last Saturday of September. So Get out there and say, now I'm going to turn this over to Jerry. I'm going to stay out of his way until he gets through, and then we're going to take phone calls, and then I'm going to have and ask Jerry to stay around, because I know how big of a Trump backer he is.
Donald Trump, the man.
And I'm just the opposite, and I'll be telling you why and this and that, and we'll take your phone calls. So Jerry, it's all yours.
Hey, I'm going to wrap up what I was talking about, folks, and I get a little excited just because this thing bothered me, because I heard so many times from different commissioners, we are the state says we are full-time employees, and that's I'm beating on the table again, sorry. So many said we are full-time employees, and the state says it. The state says we're this. And folks, this law here, Tennessee Code Annotated 8-27-501, plainly says the county legislative body. So what's happened over the years, the county legislative body has voted themselves to be considered full-time employees for the sole purpose of being able to get the county's health insurance. Some of those things, you saw I put a thing on WLAF last week sometime. Several of those are $18,000 a year benefits. But I know what the 7 that lost their insurance was a little over $90,000, just those 7. And that was 1.5 cents on the tax rate that to give them that insurance back had to go up. So any of those 7 that had to get their insurance back, and they all voted for it to get their insurance back along with 3 others, okay? If they say they didn't vote to raise your taxes, they absolutely did. When they voted, a self-serving vote, by the way, and I'm going to call it what it is, a self-serving vote, because it didn't benefit anybody out in the county. It benefited 7 people, or it was all it benefited. Spent almost $100,000 of taxpayer money just to benefit 7 people. And I can think of one especially that I can think of, and I'm not going to tell his name, but we'll sit there and tell you, oh, we got to cut, we got to cut, we got to cut, we got to cut. And there's more than one, but I can think of one especially. But buddy, when he got his insurance cut, RL, oh, he started pitching a fit. He started ranting and ranting. No, I meant cut somebody else. Don't cut mine. Well,
he didn't say that.
He didn't say that, but that's what it all means.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
You know how it is. I mean, that's what it means. But he got his back, and the other 6 got theirs back, so they're all happy now. But the next time one of them tells you that there can be $500 a month, folks, is what they get paid. Is that full-time in pay? Do you think that's full-time pay? Should they be considered full-time county employees? No, they shouldn't be considered full-time, but they do it so they can get the county's health insurance. It's nothing but a self-serving situation, and they caused you a tax increase because they did it.
Well, now, the one thing that I would say, they should be full-time employees, and there should only be 5 of them.
But they're not.
But now, it is mandated that they have at least 9 and can't be more than 25.
Right.
And so, anyway, full-time employees, then you would have a better government. If we got a part-time government, like you said, I'll guarantee you, if the truth is known, at 80 or 90% of those people that's there, even this county, Scott County, whatever county, that don't have a full-time, they're there for the insurance benefits.
They're there for the insurance benefits. Even County Mayor Morton, during this budget process, he made the statement. He's the chairman of the commission. He made the statement sitting up there. Now, this wasn't last week. This was 2 or 3 months ago. He said, folks, we ain't fooling nobody. He said, most of the people that work for the county only work for the county for the benefit package.
Right.
And he made that statement in a county commission meeting. He made the statement. They work there for the benefit package because the county has such a great benefit package. Who else in the world, RL? I don't know. Did Levi's, this county, a family coverage package, this county pays 82% of the premium. Did Levi's offer such a benefit? 82%?
The Aetna we had offered 80%.
Okay.
That was it. And then, but I was paying, a family was like 14, and that's in 2000. Well, back in the 90s, I was paying $1,400 a month.
That's what. Yeah, they wasn't paying 82% of your premium. No, they wasn't. Now the insurance company paid 82%. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about the premium.
No,
the premium. They wasn't paying 82% of your premium.
Oh, they paid 50% of our premium.
They paid 50%. Okay, we're paying 82% of every employee of the county. That's one heck of a benefit.
Well, well, if I was going to say anything about the insurance thing, because hey, folks, being a county employee or being an elected official, it's not easy.
And most of them don't get paid very well at all.
No.
Most of them don't. Most of them's pay is very. Yeah, it's not great.
And it's not a glamorous job.
No, it's not.
And so I wouldn't want to take anything away from, because folks, the biggest thing, in my personal opinion, is we actually drive qualified people away from the job because we give them such a hard time, and it's a thankless job. And anybody thinks that anybody's going down there and take the abuse and the distrust of an elected official or anything is out of their mind.
Right.
Because there's nobody in their right mind. I'm talking about the person that's going to go down and get elected as saying I'm going down there and I'm going down there for to make this place better, and I'm not going to take a penny of the pay. Now, we do have a commissioner in Scott County, but she's 78 years old, and she's not going to miss a meal, that's for sure. Or neither is her boy going to ever miss a meal, and she will not take the pay. She don't. They have to pay her, but she takes that money right back and puts it into some kind of county trust or into where it's going out to the people.
Okay.
She's giving it all back. But and people like that.
Well, I don't begrudge people getting paid, RL.
Right.
If for being a county commissioner, I don't begrudge them one bit. Okay. And I don't begrudge necessarily them getting a benefit. Okay. What I have a problem with is that they try to tell you, and then for years they've tried to tell us as citizens that the state law makes them do it.
Makes them do certain things.
Makes them do it. When I got the copy of the Tennessee Code annotated, I got it today, and it's right here, folks, and it says, no, they did it themselves.
Yeah, there's no question.
Even last week, they were sitting at the county commission meeting saying the state requires you to offer this to us, when that's just not true.
And the thing about it is, was Mr. Coker or Mr. Marlowe feeding that advice, or who had that advice?
Yeah. Mr. Coker said he didn't know because he was asked how it related to Obamacare. Mr. Coker said, I don't know anything about Obamacare. Mr. Coker works part-time. He gets that benefit. His is $14,000 or $15,000. He gets the same benefit, okay?
Yeah.
For being part-time. So he ain't gonna fuss about it. But now they didn't try to take his away, okay? And that was a problem too. They didn't try to take, they just took their own away. But see, now this goes back to, RL, you remember, what was it, 5 or 6 years ago, that they actually voted to cut the commission by 5 members, cut it from 15 down to 10.
Come back.
But then they realized about 3 months before the election, hey, 5 of us ain't coming back.
Yeah.
No matter what happens, 5 of us ain't coming back. So they raised it back up to 15. So that cost the county a bunch of money back when they did that.
Yeah.
You know, so.
Okay, we're open for your discussions. And
if you want got any questions, give us a holler.
Yeah, but first of all, I want to ask you, and I do want some, I'd like a call, and I'm taking a poll on Hillary and Donald Trump, which if they were both got the nomination and ran for president, who would you vote for? And tell me why. Now, I asked this question at Scott County last night, hoping to get at least 15 or 20 minutes, but I got an hour and a half. And believe it or not, in Scott County, Hillary won. You're on the air.
Yes. Hi. Hillary Clinton. Hillary Clinton. Hillary Clinton.
The devil. The devil. The devil. The devil.
Okay, so you vote for Hillary or Trump?
Absolutely.
She said Hillary.
Okay. Well, I didn't know whether.
So you meant to say the devil, right?
No.
No.
Appreciate your call. Now you tell me why?
Because I think she's more in touch with the people.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Appreciate your call.
Donald Trump. I'm rich.
Oh, so you got a problem with him because he's rich?
He's not gonna be for the people.
Do you not realize that Bill and Hillary Clinton made over $100 million last year?
I lived in the area where Donald Trump's from, and I know.
Well, I appreciate your call.
Okay.
Thank you. You're on the air.
Hillary and Bill Clinton there, RL.
Okay. Appreciate your call.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
I'm gonna say something other because he said the devil. I want to ask anybody out there, and I want to ask you a question.
Go ahead.
Do you think that Donald Trump or anybody else can send 60 million people back to, or 11 million people back to Mexico or Indonesia or to Cambodia?
He can try.
No, he can't.
He can try.
No, he can't.
He may not be able to do it, but he can try.
You know what would happen? I mean, he can't do it. I mean, and if that's not lies, I don't know what lies is. You're on the air.
Well, that lady said that Hillary Clinton was in touch with the people. I bet you the families of the ones over in Benghazi sure wouldn't. I don't believe they would agree with that lady.
Okay.
I don't believe it either.
Appreciate your call. You're on the air. You're on the air.
Donald Trump.
Okay. Why?
There you go. Woman after my own heart.
It's Donald Trump all the way.
There you go. Thank you.
He's talking like people like us talk all the time, but that we just tongue in cheek.
Okay. Appreciate your call.
Like it is. Thank
you. You're on the air.
Yeah, Hillary Clinton.
Okay. Now, why?
Well, because when Bill Clinton was in there, such a good job, and I believe Hillary's one that helped him, and I believe she'd be smarter than Donald Trump.
Well, you know what? And
she knows how to help you
An
here.
hour and a half we talked about this last night. Wait a minute. An hour and a half we talked about this. Not one time, and she beat Donald Trump. Did anybody bring up Bill Clinton's name? Get that out of my face.
Hillary for prison in 2016. Hillary for prison.
That's from Fox. I see that face there. Thanks for the call.
All righty.
You're on the air.
I guess we would have to go with Mr. Trump. You know that Miss Clinton is part of the Antichrist, so you know I don't like to dip into that religion that much, but you know it as well as I do. So Donald, baby.
Okay. I'm gonna ask you a question.
Yes, sir.
Stay on here. Just put that down. That don't mean nothing.
Hillary for prison, 2016.
If Donald Trump was elected, do you believe for a second, one little second, that he could actually do what he said he could do? And if that's not lying, what he's doing,
I mean,
he's saying exactly what people want to hear.
Ain't that what politicians are supposed to be doing?
You tell me any politician that they.
Well, that's what I'm saying. It's not just Hillary Clinton lying.
Clinton saying,
why are they saying Hillary Clinton's lying? Donald Trump is lying just as through his teeth, and so is Jeb Bush.
Yeah, but I tell you what, I do believe that he would send some people back, and I'll tell you.
Let me ask you this, and folks keep hanging on, because do you believe for a second, and there's probably, as far as Hispanic and Asian people that's in the United States, and he's definitely jumped on them all, there's about 60 million of those.
They shouldn't be here.
They shouldn't be here. We all
Democrats have let them come forever.
Well, that's exactly the problem with the Republican Party.
Yeah, Democrats.
They could never have another president.
Yeah.
They'll never have an.
Fathers, RL, our forefathers, all of us.
All of us is immigrants.
You and Jerry.
Yeah.
All of our ancestors, they came here legally.
Legally.
So now, what makes...
But now, what I'm saying to you...
It's easy for them? Do you think it was easy?
Well, wait a minute now. Just consider this. There's 11 million supposedly here illegal.
Right.
Okay. There's 50 million here legally. Now, do you think that they support their own people, or do they support the 11? I'll guarantee you that more than 60% of them support their own kind.
Well, you might be right, but I told you...
And I'll tell you another thing. If I was part of that 11 million,
yeah,
I bet you that, and my way of thinking,
watch.
We'd have the same thing that's happening in Afghanistan or in Iran. Or Iraq.
I tell you.
We'd have the same thing. We'd have bombing more and more and more and more. Because whenever you come and take my family, because I'm illegal, and you take my family and you're going to ship them back to some of those hellholes, you're going to have me to fight.
Yeah, but...
and we...
So just because they're going to break more laws, we're supposed to just leave them here.
We'd have a civil war. We couldn't afford it.
Well, what about the 14 million that you're paying for now? That you're paying your tax?
But what I'm saying, but the thing, the chaos.
Yeah, the rest of us, the regular taxpayers, have to pay for our health insurance, have to pay to support Obamacare, but those illegals get it for free.
You don't think we're paying for the illegals?
That's what they're getting it for free.
Well, let me just tell you this, and I'm going to let you go because I know I've got plenty of calls that want to get in here. Because let me tell you this. You look at your own county. I'm talking about hillbillies. How many of them are you paying their insurance? You're paying for my insurance.
We do. We surely do.
You're paying for mine.
No.
We need to cut you off.
Appreciate your call.
Thank you, buddy.
I'll see you now.
Well, we'll get you back on here in a minute. Now, this one that just hung up on you, call me right back. We'll get you on here.
We missed 2 or 3 there.
Oh, yeah. Because it's cutting you off after...
Yeah, RL's got to push his Hillary agenda.
No, I'm not pushing Hillary's agenda. I'm just telling you the truth. You're on the air.
Yes, I'm calling the vote.
Go ahead.
Donald Trump.
Okay.
There you go.
So right now it's probably about even.
You ain't been writing it down?
No.
Oh, Trump's got 12-1 over it.
Oh, you're crazy. Appreciate your call. Now, see, this is the second time this person's called. Go ahead.
Yeah, but I didn't say that. RL, you better be careful. They'll be deporting you.
They're what?
They'll be deporting you.
Yeah, they'll okay, I hear you.
Hey, I have to go for Trump, though.
Oh, okay.
There you go. Thank you.
Okay, thank you. You're on the air.
Donald Trump.
There you go.
Oh, we might start getting...
Trump's running away with it.
No, it's...
You ain't writing it down. If we was doing it, if I was doing it, we'd be writing it down.
Yeah,
it'd be about 8-4 right now.
Can I trust your pen?
It'd be about 8-4 right now is the way I see it.
Okay. You're on the air.
Hillary Clinton.
Hillary Clinton.
Donald Trump would have a civil war with everybody.
You got it right on the nail. You hit the nail right on the head. He's a joke.
Obama went in and said we're going to get people out of Afghanistan and all that. Has he done it? No. 6.5 years, we're still there.
Well, did George Bush get on that ship after 2 months and say,
mission accomplished.
Mission accomplished.
One of the dumbest things he ever did.
It ain't just
But Obama's had 6.5 years to get them out of there.
Well, he
swore up and down he's going to.
Well,
they're still there.
George Bush had the same amount of time.
George is gone 6.5 years ago.
Well, Obama will be gone pretty soon.
Thank God for that.
You're on the air.
Donald Trump, there's not a woman in this country that can run this country. So Donald Trump.
So you don't think there's a woman that capable of running this country. Okay, that's why she's voting for Trump.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thanks.
Thank you. Uh-oh, I missed. I'll tell you this. Donald Trump will not get the nomination. You're on the air, and I'll tell you why in a minute. Go ahead, you're on the air.
Hillary Clinton.
All right. Appreciate your call.
You say all right.
All right. Yeah, I'm voting for Hillary.
Because Bush was the sorriest president we ever had in America. He costed us more money than anybody ever did.
You need to go. You need to look at the debt right now, and I think you'll refigure that.
Hey, we was having to steal.
If you look at the national debt right now,
you're funding George Bush's war.
Oh my God!
Okay.
Well, get him out of there. He's been saying for 6.5 years he's going to get him out.
You're on the air. Oh, I'm sorry.
Push the button.
You're on the air.
Bernie Sanders, a diehard liberal.
Bernie
Sanders.
You know, I like the way he talks sometimes, but I couldn't vote for him.
I'd rather have him than the she-devil.
Well, I don't go for Hillary.
Well, let me just say this to you. The reason why Hillary gets is because just what stuff like you calling a woman names. Women will flock to her because of some of the white men's.
So there you won't go back to the natural Democrat way and say it's racist.
It is.
Oh, it's not racist.
It
A woman is evil. She's a liar. It's proven she's a liar.
Well,
she let them kids die over at Benghazi. He sat there and watched it on TV.
There was 4 of them.
Wouldn't do nothing about it. Yeah, her and Obama and Biden, they let them kids die.
And George Bush let 5,000 die.
Oh, my God.
5,000.
Oh, my.
And
how many's died while Obama's been in there saying,
nothing.
I'm going to get them out. They're still there.
Nothing like George Bush. Nothing. Not even close. You're on the air. Go ahead, you're on the air.
Hillary Clinton.
Okay, thank you.
All righty.
Okay. Folks, you're just going to have to call back. We got to go to break. We'll be back out of these words from our sponsors.
Hey, this is Mark Beckman with Independent Insurance Consultants. You're used to seeing Blake McCoy sitting here. We decided to change it up a little bit. I'm helping folks with their Medicare and TennCare questions. If you've got Medicare Part A and Part B, if you've got TennCare to go along with that, you most likely qualify for extra benefits at no cost. Please give us a call, 866-691-5571.
Welcome to RaisX.
RaisX has a friendly service with a family environment with that country kick. It's a family owned with delicious food, offering breakfast, lunch, supper all day long, and great steaks, wonderful salmon. Also, for that sweet tooth, pies and much more. For the kids, games, daily specials, dine in or carry out. Call 423-569-3354. Call RaisX today.
Riggs Drugs has been a part of Campbell County for generation after generation, serving our friends and neighbors. And now we have redesigned our store to better serve you. It's the same knowledgeable and friendly staff, but a new look and new technology to ensure you get your prescriptions fast. We've always got you covered from prescriptions to all your home health needs. We've always been more than a pharmacy, still offering a huge selection of gifts and decor here at the new and improved Riggs Drugs.
Hi, my name is Jeremy Pierce. I may not be Jake from State Farm, but I do wear khakis. I've been here with Linda Kilgore's office for 2 years. I enjoy helping people make a decision regarding their insurance based on their needs and wants. I'm fully licensed. I enjoy selling auto, home, and life insurance. So feel free to come in or call in any time, and I'll be glad to help you.
Now with a full line of independent rear suspension options, the all-new Foreman Rubicon and Rancher automatic DCT models are equally ready to work and have fun. Part of the growing ATV family from Honda.
Hold on, caller.
Tennessee Outdoors is bringing you tonight's show. True Value Homes, Ron's Golf Carts, and Brimstone Razor. Brimstone Razor on September the 18th and 19th, and Scott County Festival on the last, it's always on the last Saturday of September. And you're on the air, ma'am.
Sir.
Sir, and then it's Donald Trump.
There you go.
Okay.
Good call. Yay!
See y'all later.
So, thank you, buddy.
Thank you. You're on the air.
Hillary Clinton.
Oh my
All right.
goodness!
Thank
Another
you.
misguided soul.
Yeah. we're gonna get into this stuff here in a minute. You're on the air.
Hillary Clinton.
See, and notice everyone except 2 of those calls for Clinton.
They've all been women.
Women, all but 2.
All been women. Yeah, but them 2, there was weak men and women were sitting there telling them full.
And that's, appreciate your call.
Thank you, ma'am.
You're on the air.
Hey, Obama's put us in the toilet.
Turn your TV down.
And Hillary will pull the handle.
Okay.
There you go.
Okay. Now,
So you're voting for Trump?
No, he's voting for a Republican.
No, he's not.
He's not voting for Trump.
He's voting for Trump.
Yeah, vote for Trump.
Oh, okay, here we go.
Trump.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you, buddy.
You're on the air.
Are you 2 fellers kin?
No.
Well, you argue like an uncle and his nephew. I vote for Hillary Clinton.
All right.
I ain't ever talking to you again.
Thank you for the call. You know, and you're on the air.
Yeah, you know why they want Hillary back in there, don't you?
Why?
So they can hear her say, I ain't had sex with that man.
Oh, okay. Appreciate your call.
I bet she ain't.
Now, I'm going to tell you something other. I asked you here to stay here for a reason.
Yeah.
Because your attitude toward women tonight, with the way you've talked, has got a few votes going Clinton's way.
See, RL is a classic Democrat. If you disagree with a Democrat, you are a racist. You can't disagree with them. Hold it, let me finish. You can't disagree with him just because you disagree. He's classic. I mean, this is classic. CNN racist with RL. If you disagree with him, you have got to be a racist. You can't be intelligent. You can't have thought for yourself. You must be a racist to disagree with RL. And you know,
who has to argue that they're always right?
You always argue that they're racist.
You are. You're on the air. You're on the air.
Donald Trump.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you.
And you got a woman's vote.
There you go.
I'll have her changed before the election. You're on the air. You're on the air. You're on the air.
Hillary Clinton. Anybody that would be Hillary Clinton. Anybody that's stupid enough to vote for the Donald Trump, to him, everybody in the United States is stupid, but him. It's Hillary Clinton.
That's exactly the way he comes across. He's the only one who's got enough sense to do anything.
Everybody else is stupid.
Right. Yep.
Thanks.
And that's the way he comes across. Appreciate your call. And I don't think, and personally, I don't think he will get the nomination.
Oh, the Republicans ain't gonna let him have it.
They will not.
They ain't. There's
and
no
that's
way.
the reason why I've never been so, I guess, disappointed in our government the way it's.
You know why the Republican Party won't let him have the nomination? It's real simple. They can't control
it. You're on the air.
Donald Trump.
Okay, thank
you.
It's running about even, but and it is.
Oh, Donald Trump's got twice as many votes as Hillary.
You're on the air.
Hillary Clinton is a deceiver, a liar. She put our whole nation in jeopardy with this email thing, and she would really do our nation more harm than she's ever done.
I want to ask you a question, a simple question. Why would you think that would do that? If Snowden turned loose of everything that could be turned loose and it didn't do anything, everything, believe me, everything that any nation, or especially China and Russia, wants from...
Okay, well, let me ask you a question.
And none of those computers are any more safer than...
Okay, and Snowden's on the run for his life because our government's after him. How come they're not going after her just the same? How come they're not going after her just the same as they're going after him?
They're going after her.
No, they're not.
Yeah, they are.
No, they're not.
But I bet you 100...
She should have been indicted already.
Well, the thing about it is, and I want to ask you this.
Yeah.
That happened 2.5 when she resigned from being Secretary of State. If they wanted to do anything about it, it would have been done then. They waited until it started the election. Then it comes up. It never had been mentioned.
Because the Democrat media wouldn't talk about it. That's real simple.
Democrat media?
The Democrat media won't talk about it.
Is Fox News?
Fox News has talked about it.
No.
All along they've talked about it.
Oh, God.
Yes,
Come
sir,
on,
they
man.
have.
CNN, ABC, CBS still won't talk about it.
Still won't talk about it. You're right, they won't.
And let me tell you,
if they want Hillary Clinton's emails, all they have to do is call China or North Korea or somebody like that, because there's
if they want,
that's who's got them.
If they want anybody's email, that's all they have to do, because they've not been able yet to secure a
you
server.
know the Communist News Network, CNN, ain't gonna go after it.
For anybody to secure an email when you got it in the basement of your house.
Well, but what I'm saying is, even in the Pentagon, they've got everything that they want. They know how to, and there's not a server that's been built yet that's absolutely...
She should have never had on her private server.
I'll agree with you.
That's against the law. Why ain't they going? They know she did it. Why ain't they charging her with it? Because
all of that is beside the point. All of that is beside the point. Someone that don't have enough sense to put the national security of our nation on the emails governed by the government instead of putting them in her basement, a person like that don't have the sense to be president of the United States.
Buddy, she's just like this county commission down here. She don't care about you. She cares about herself, just like these county commissioners.
Appreciate you.
Care about themselves.
Appreciate your call. Thank you very much, sir. You're on the air.
Hey guys, how you doing?
We're doing
good.
Yeah, I was listening there. I'm gonna have to go with Donald Trump.
There you go.
And I disagree, RL, with you about Donald Trump can't push the issue to actually deport. Yeah, anyone can deport, but what Donald Trump's counting on is the citizens backing him, and that's what actually can get what he wants to do done. And if you read into a lot of his interviews and stuff, that's the ground that he's playing on. Everyone thinks that he's acting smarter. Well, he may be smarter, but the thing is, I think he can get a lot more stuff done. This guy's been around. I'm not going to say he is probably the most, I would say the best candidate. But with Hillary, if you think back now, with her and Bill, the gate opened for the Mexico trade basically into the Clinton terms.
Yeah, Clinton was president, but the
here he goes again.
Well, the Congress was.
Well, I'm just putting.
And Howard Baker was majority leader, wasn't he?
We don't need a.
No, he was under Baker. He was under Reagan.
Reagan.
And they were working on that when Reagan.
Actually, he was a majority leader under Carter, wasn't he?
Reagan.
He was Reagan's chief of staff.
Yeah, well, he becomes.
But that was later.
Yeah,
that was later.
But he did. He opened up. He was the one that actually opened up the trade for that, and did push it on through. Now that's when all of our U.S. Actually, a lot of our U.S. Businesses decided that they would actually go overseas. I mean, they just didn't only go to Mexico. They went to Brazil. They went to many different other places.
Oh, I know. I've been to all them places.
Yeah.
But that's exactly what I'm talking about. And Hillary is going to be, she's going to be running the same thing because she goes to the White House. I'm sure Bill's going to be there again. So we don't.
But I don't think Bill. I think that she'll be president if she's, and I believe she will be president. I don't think Donald Trump will get the nomination. And
no, she's definitely not the right person for that, and it's not because she's a woman. I would say that about a man, woman, black, white, doesn't matter to me. I mean, I'm just shooting the truth.
Well, I don't.
Oh no, now to RL, you can't vote for Hillary. You're a racist.
You're
a racist. You hate women because you can't vote. You hate women.
To back up on RL there a little bit, he made a comment earlier about the commissioners and I guess the city officials, taking abuse. Well, my thing is they are elected, and what they do to get elected, they'll sit there and tell you that they are for the citizens, that they're going to do their best to change this county or city. And I was listening to RL, and he said, if someone comes down the pike that's actually saying that they're going to try to change and then not want to take anything for being in that office, well, that's the man. That's one I would vote for.
Well, they're not going. That's not going to come though.
If someone said, I would do it. I would go up there for no money. I would go up there for no money if I could make a better place that I live in the city. For the citizens of this city I live in, I would most certainly do it.
Okay.
And that's what I'm saying. That's the problem we have with all our officials. They're all about themselves, just from the little man up to
They certainly were on this last vote.
Appreciate your call.
All right.
Thank you.
Thank you, buddy.
You're on the air.
Hey, that Donald Trump's a clown. I'd vote for Hillary.
Okay, thank you.
It reminds me of that old song, Send in the Clowns. I'm ready for the clowns.
Well,
hey, folks, now don't take us serious. Me and RL have a good time. we have a good time in here.
But I really don't think Donald Trump will get the nomination. I think that Hillary will get the nomination, but it's not going to be a cakewalk like everybody first predicted. It's not. You're on the air.
Donald Trump.
Thank you, ma'am. Another woman after my heart.
Yeah. But now, well, as long as we're getting calls, I'm going to take them.
Keep taking.
You're on the air.
Hey, gentlemen, on your callers that are coming in, can you hear me okay?
Yes.
Yeah. If you could, try to get each one of them, if they would, to give a reason and for why vote for either candidate.
Well, he's asking that.
I've been asking them quite a bit, but a lot of them just don't want to. They'll just hang up.
Okay. And whenever y'all seem to be saying that, I don't know how part of the discussion went there at first, but one said it one lied and one said that the other one lied. That would indicate neither are honorable.
Well, that's what RL said both of them's liars.
Both of them's liars.
Okay, but here's what we seem to be weighing out. We seem to be weighing out which is the worst liar.
Hillary is, no question about it.
No.
Okay, gentlemen, if you were to run Hillary against Dr. Carson, because Dr. Carson seems to be improving in the...
well, you can only do one poll at a time. Let us get to that, okay?
Okay.
You can only do one poll at a time.
I will say this. Dr. Carson has never been in politics.
No.
And he does seems to be a very smart man. But he would eat like I guess a hound dog on a rabbit.
Yeah.
By who and what do you mean whenever you say eat? Are you?
Well, I hate to say this.
I'm sorry, go ahead.
Now, I think he's getting much better, but you got a mayor that's never been into politics before. Scott County's got a mayor that's never been into politics before. And believe me, I know the one in Scott County is getting eaten alive. And I do think that the one that you have here, his first year, he's been eaten alive.
He's finally taking control.
And he's coming out. It'll take a while.
Yeah.
And I think that anybody that's never been there, and they're going to learn a quick lesson, because I was one of those new elected commissioners in 1990, and I said I will, if I'm elected, every operation in this county will pay their taxes. We are not going to let them get away.
Hang on, caller. We see you.
We had this one factory over there that was $40-something thousand behind on their taxes.
Well, gentlemen, let me say something here and get off here, okay?
Okay.
It seems to me like this is where our political situation has gone to, is to where that a person who has integrity, we don't trust them to use good judgment. Whenever we talk this politics thing, I think that's where we've really screwed up, is in politics, is we don't look to see if a person has integrity and intelligence. We look to see who can tell like what the gentleman said right there, who could tell the biggest lie.
Yeah.
And if that's what we're depending on, we're in a bad situation. And let me make one other comment about there are people in this country, I think there's good people who would serve without pay, just like one of your previous callers there. There are good people out here in this country that, look at the people serving in the military. They practically serve for nothing, just about it. But anyhow, gentlemen, I appreciate your time.
Okay. Now, what I started to say there, in 1990, I was taught a real good lesson. I go to this particular plant, and they employ about 400 people. And I say, I've looked at your records, and you're way, way behind on your taxes. You ain't never paid any. Well, when we come here, we had it's something, we had a grace period of this, that, but we don't feel like we need to be paying taxes because we're doing so much for this county. We're employing so many people. But if you want us to pay that, we'll just go ahead and shut down our doors, and we'll go down here to the next county, and they'll let us get by for another grace period, because it's not going to cost us that much to move a bunch of sewing machines. Well, sure enough, they didn't pay the tax. You learn. And the same thing has happened here. If you go down on the near the Jacksboro School, you'll find that there's been a few little plants that's moved out of Campbell County and went to Scott County, because we give them free taxes for it, and they go and stay a year or two, and then they go somewhere else.
What does that have to do with what we're doing here?
It has a heck of a lot to do with it.
I missed it.
Well, you just ain't listening. You're over there reading.
I'm trying to find something here.
You're on the air.
Hillary Clinton, give a woman a chance.
Okay, thank you. But it has a lot to do, and I'll tell you how it has a lot to do. We were talking about whenever you have new, like Mr. Carson or Donald Trump, you're not catching my drift.
Okay.
You're too interested in your computer being a brand new campaigner.
Okay.
And those brand new campaigners are making any kind of promises. They've got another thing coming, because these old people that's there, they just don't know the whole road.
Okay.
You're on the air.
Put it this way, if it's D.L. Morton and Hillary running against one another, I'd have to vote for Hillary.
You're on the air.
Donald Trump all the way.
There you go.
Thank you.
Scream it loud.
Thanks for the call. You're on the air. Go ahead, you're on the air. Well, they hung up, I guess.
Boomer did an article last week about this. I was trying to find it. They must have took it off already.
You're on the air.
Donald Trump.
Okay, why?
Donald Trump.
Okay, thank you. I guess you want to count that as 2 votes.
Well, folks, remember, September 22nd, the Democrats are having to register your vote. Now, go to the graveyards and see if they're out there.
You're on the air.
Donald Trump.
Thank you.
Uh-oh. Are you a young person?
No.
Okay. Because we got to keep the young over in the Democratic column.
Oh, do you?
Yeah.
Okay.
Appreciate your call.
All right.
So now your age
You're on the air. Yeah. You're on the air.
I'm voting for Hillary Clinton because she's going to do away with the Bill of Rights. We don't need that freedom of religion and freedom of speech anymore. And we sure don't need them guns. She's going to do away with the Bill of Rights. That's part of her platform.
Because she's planning on being emperor.
Worse than that.
Where you been all night?
Oh, sleep.
Okay.
Not because you bore me to death. I spent the day over in Hazel Valley, over in your part of the country.
Did you? Did you stop by at any of the places that advertise with me?
Well, I looked for Razaks. Is that in that little strip mall there beside that carpet place?
Yes.
Okay, little hole in the wall.
You talking about a nice restaurant on the inside now, buddy. It's nice. And they say they have the very best food that you can eat anywhere.
Well, I didn't stop to eat. I wasn't looking for something to eat. I visited my old buddy Max Hub.
You need to get that called and hung on for a long time while ago.
Okay.
The relatives that live in Hazel Valley, I visited all them.
Okay.
Lord, they got more trailers than the old buddy down there at the tea room.
Appreciate your call.
Okay, buddy.
Thank you.
So, guys.
You're on the air.
RL.
Uh-huh.
RL.
Yes, go ahead.
I would not vote for Donald Trump.
And there I told you to answer her call.
Well,
I would vote for Hillary Clinton.
And I think she'll be the president, but I'm not. I'm not saying that I know who we need to have president. But,
Look for the eastern sky to open up if that happens.
Yeah. Appreciate your call, ma'am.
I vote for Hillary Clinton.
Thank you very much.
I guess you won't count that as 2.
3. You're on the air. You're on the air.
Yeah, where's that Razak restaurant at?
Okay. You know where Highway 63 and 27 comes together there in Scott County? You still?
No, but that's...
Okay, let me just tell you a real easy way. You go up and go on 63 towards Scott County, okay? You go to the second red light. 63 ends on, and it runs into 27. You go right and you go about 4 miles north towards Oneida, and it's on the right. And if you go up there between 6 and 8 o'clock, you can't miss it on any day, because it's going to be full of people.
Is that up there in that Huntsville Center?
No.
It's called Huntsville Center.
No, it has nothing to do with Huntsville. It's outside the city limits of Huntsville.
I know, but there's a...
Oh, it sounds awful good. I just...
Oh, God. If you like shrimp, they have a great shrimp. If you like steak, you have a great steak. If you like barbecue, they have certain days that they're open for different things. Now, Thursdays, they have... And it's $6.95, and I don't know how they fix their turkeys, but they usually and it's and on Wednesdays.
And I put on the news.
Cut them with a fork.
He needs to bring us some.
Yeah. Appreciate your call, ma'am. Thank you. You're on the air.
Donald Trump, please.
Okay, you got him.
That's a good caller.
Be honest with me. Have you
almost over
thing that he would really do, other than I'll take all the illegals out of the United States? He couldn't do that he could not do that. That's impossible. You're on the air. You're on the air. Well, I've missed them. You're on the air.
Your screen's messing up. You're completely black now.
Okay.
Okay, thank you.
Now it's not. Now I can hear you. Now it's not on. There it is. It's come back on now. The TV. The voice has. There you are. There you all are back now.
Handsome devils, ain't we?
Thank you, buddy.
Mugs are up there. So.
Okay. Appreciate your call.
See you.
Okay. Okay, we off the hour now, buddy?
No, do you want to go on break?
Yeah, well, I'm ready. I'm ready to.
Yeah.
Hey, this is Mark with Insurance Consultants. You're used to seeing Blake McCoy sitting here, and I'm up here cutting a new commercial for y'all to look at. I help people with have Medicare and TennCare, and if you've got any questions about what you're eligible for, whether you should be getting extra benefits, is your plan changing, or do you even need anything to go with your Medicare, those are the types of questions I can help you with. Please give me a call at 1-866-691-5571. I'll be glad to give you a call, and as always, we charge nothing for our services. If we can help you in any way, we'll be glad to do it. Y'all have a good day.
Welcome to RaisX.
RaisX has a friendly service with a family environment with that country kick. It's a family owned with delicious food, offering breakfast, lunch, supper all day long, and great steaks, wonderful salmon. Also, for that sweet tooth, pies and much more. For the kids, games, daily specials, dine in or carry out. Call 423-569-3354. Call RaisX today.
Riggs Drugs has been a part of Campbell County for generation after generation, serving our friends and neighbors. And now we have redesigned our store to better serve you. It's the same knowledgeable and friendly staff, but a new look and new technology to ensure you get your prescriptions fast. We've always got you covered from prescriptions to all your home health needs. We've always been more than a pharmacy, still offering a huge selection of gifts and decor. Here at the new and improved Riggs Drugs.
Hi, I'm Ann Love with Linda Kilgore State Farm Agency. I have worked in the insurance and financial services industry for over 20 years, formerly with the John R.W. Brown Agency. I'm a native Campbell County and enjoy helping people with their insurance needs. Stop by and see me for all your insurance needs.
Razor, Ranger, Sportsman, Ace. If you live for the outdoors, there's a Polaris to match your passion. Confident, comfortable, capable. That's Ace. With a solo cockpit, automotive controls, independent suspension, all-wheel drive, and up to 45 horses of fuel-injected power. Calling it revolutionary would be an understatement. Polaris, the world leader in off-road innovation.
Hey, we're back.
Okay.
Thank you, buddy.
Thank you, buddy.
But anyway, Tennessee Outdoors. Now, they're not open on Mondays, folks.
He said he went over there today. That's what he was telling you. He went over there today. He didn't know that.
They're not open on Sundays and Mondays. Sorry about that. I hope you went on up to RaisX.
He did. Said he went to RaisX and said they had the, I think he said he had the filet tips and shrimp and said it was out of the world. Said it was so good, it was out of this world.
It is. It's just I don't understand how they fix their food so good. And in those True Value homes, folks, if you got property, hey, you can get in a home this week because you don't have to have a down payment. And you just need to work with them and give them a call at 663-8633. Ron's Golf Carts. They rent them. They sell them. They also got your indoor flea market. It's great. And Brimstone, we'll be talking a whole lot about that in the next couple of weeks because 18th and 19th is big deal with them.
Right, big stuff.
Yeah. You're on the air.
Morning, or good evening.
Good evening.
2 for Donald Trump.
2?
Yeah.
2, me and my wife.
Uh-oh.
There you go.
You can always tell Hillary when she lies, she always opens her mouth.
There you go.
Right then, you know it's a lie.
And by the way, Ariel, I've got 4 voters in my house and 4 for Donald Trump.
Oh, okay.
There you go.
I got 4 voters in my house.
Okay. Appreciate your call.
Okay, good night.
Thank you. I'm going to tell you folks right now. You can laugh me out of the county. Donald Trump will not get the nomination, not for Republican. Now, he may go for the third party deal.
As an independent.
He may do that. And then if he does that, you're assured that a Democrat will be the president. I really believe that one of the houses might fall this time. Because, folks, you can say anything you want to. I had a young man to say the other night that Obama was starving the people to death. He had, I don't, and for anybody out there can push me and prove that I'm wrong, I don't believe that there's a soul out there that's wanting to work is not working today. Because there's signs everywhere, help wanted.
Well, everybody wants to go in at $50,000 and $60,000. They don't want to go in and work their way up.
It ain't going to happen. You're on the air. Oh, I'm sorry.
Give us a call back. We missed that one twice.
Yeah, and I know she's for Hillary.
Oh, don't call back.
No, but I don't. I really don't. And gasoline today, I told the young lady that when I filled my car up, I said, you know, it's awful good to be able to fill your car up for a week and spend only $20. You're on the air.
Donald Trump.
Oh, there you go, ma'am. Good call. Excellent call.
No way for that lying woman.
There you go. Oh, you must be a racist, RL says.
No, I didn't say.
Well, I said the same thing, but you said I'm a racist.
You are.
Oh,
because I deal with you enough.
Because I disagree with RL. So it's that old Democrat mantra. You've got to be a racist if you disagree with Democrats.
No, it's not Democrats. Anytime if there's anything has anything to do with
ma'am,
Hispanics
you are an intelligent.
or blacks,
I can tell by listening to you. You are very intelligent
or
woman.
women, you go off on the other extreme. Appreciate your call, ma'am.
Thank you.
Thank you.
I can tell no question about that. Was a very intelligent caller.
This lady has called me several times before, and I believe this is the one, and she's in her 80s, and she's a strong lady.
There you go.
She
must be very intelligent.
She stands up for what she believes in.
Yeah, I like her intelligence. I like her intelligence.
Anyway, I said that me and you and I was going to talk a little bit.
What are we going to talk about?
We're going to talk, and I'm wanting to be serious. You're on the air.
I wouldn't vote for Donald Trump for nothing, not even dog catcher.
I agree with you.
And I'm almost 80.
I appreciate your call.
Thank you.
Thank you.
You want me to read that Benghazi poem, Ariel?
No. Benghazi, and like I said, whenever you start comparing 4 people to compare to 5,000 people because the guy tried to kill my daddy, it's ludicrous. It's crazy. And comparing those kind of things it's nothing but political. It has nothing to do with reality.
So it's all right that they let them people die over at Benghazi.
They didn't let them die.
Oh.
Was it all right for Bush to go to war and let 5,000 kids die?
How many's died since Obama's been there?
It's been less than 1,000.
No, I don't think
it has. It's been less than 1,000. They don't even. There's if you'd watched.
Let's see if we can find it.
George Stephanopoulos, every week he would tell, and well, they don't even in a month they don't even have anybody killed anymore hardly, and I'd say Friendly Fire has killed just about as many as the other people has in the last 2 or 3 years. Now the first couple of years it was pretty bad, but no, I want to talk about reality. Do you think that Donald Trump or any Republican, tell me which Republican that has a platform that you truly think is worthy of supporting? And tell me why.
How many what now? I don't pay. No, I'm gonna be honest with you. I have not paid one bit of attention to anything Donald Trump has said. I don't watch I don't listen to Hillary. I don't listen to any of them. I don't pay attention. I've said it on my show several times. I've said it on here. I don't pay attention to the national news. I don't watch Fox. I don't watch Communist News Network, CNN. I don't watch CNN. I don't watch MSNBC. I don't watch any of that because it don't matter which one of those you watch. They're going to slant it the way they want to slant it. They're not news networks. They're opinion networks. I don't watch any of them.
MSNBC, Joe Scarborough is so against Hillary. He comes on and rants and raves for
But I don't watch
30 minutes.
I don't pay attention to. I did watch probably 15 minutes of that debate where Donald Trump got into that argument with that Megyn Kelly.
Yeah.
And I thought none of that. I mean, she shouldn't have attacked him. He shouldn't have attacked her. None of that should have happened. And I turned that off.
That's what I'm asking you. What I'm wanting to talk to you. And I said I wanted to talk serious about it.
Yeah.
What platform on the Republican Party would cause you to vote for which candidate?
Which platform?
Yeah, what's their platform? Oh, phone is, yeah. You're on the air.
Yes, well, I think you might be wrong about the count of the military people dying since he's been in there because my daughter is sitting in the military and he's higher than 1,000 people. So I thought you know that I will vote for Trump.
Can you understand?
I understood exactly what she said. She said it's been more than 1,000 people. I'm looking at Afghanistan alone since 2008. Is that when he got elected?
Yes.
Yeah.
2008. Let me. I'm looking at Afghanistan.
I said 1,000 or 2,000 at the moment.
Oh, you said less than 1,000.
No, I didn't say less than 1,000.
I'm looking at Afghanistan alone. This report right here. This is Afghanistan coalition by year 2008. There's 499 in 1 year.
I said right after, but now there's a little over 500.
127.
Yeah, there's a lot of them.
Oh.
I know.
1,888 since 2008. Just U.S. soldiers.
Yes.
Yeah, but I'm saying
Afghanistan.
That's whenever they first come out of there. That was rough. It was a while, yeah. And I was very upset. And
well, he said he's going to have them out of there.
Well, he couldn't. He couldn't. It's impossible. And I know that was a lie too with him.
There you go.
I didn't vote for him because he couldn't come out like that. You just can't. You just can't go right and say, well, go on the plane and come home.
Thank you, ma'am.
Appreciate your call, ma'am. You're on the air.
This afternoon, I think it was Entertainment Tonight. You're not going to believe this if you didn't hear it. Kanye West was announcing his presidency.
Yeah, he said 2020 that he would be running for president.
That's a joke.
Yeah, I think so too.
I didn't know if you heard it.
Yeah, I heard it.
Just to know.
Did you hear him a few years ago when he said he's a greater person than Jesus Christ?
Yeah.
You remember that?
Oh yes. I mean, I don't listen to idiots like that.
No, I don't watch none of that stuff.
But I'm serious about this.
Yeah.
Tell me what position, what platform does the Republican candidates need to do that is important?
I don't have any idea. I don't pay attention to the national politics.
Okay, then.
I don't pay attention.
You're not going to vote for. You're going to vote for a president just because he's a Republican.
Yeah, I am.
See, I think that's where we're living.
But hold a minute. You only vote for a president because they're Democrat.
No, I don't.
Oh my gosh. You can't sit there and tell me honestly in your heart think Hillary Clinton is an honorable woman. It's not possible to think that.
I'm saying I think for the people, she would be a better president.
You can't possibly believe that.
I do believe
there's
that.
No
But
way.
here's
No
my
way
point.
you can actually believe
Now, well,
that.
let me tell you. It's not Hillary Clinton that I would be voting for. It's like you.
It's a Democrat candidate.
But I have not voted always for a Democrat president. The last time I voted for a Republican,
I honestly believe that if Hillary Clinton gets elected president, we need to look to the eastern skies because Jesus is going to come back because he knows she's the devil.
That's crazy.
She's the devil.
That is crazy.
I believe we need to look to the eastern sky because that woman is evil. She is evil.
That is crazy. That is plumb crazy, Sherry.
She's evil, Ariel.
But you're not voting for any kind of platform. I didn't vote
my
for
platform. You didn't ask about my platform. You asked about the Republican Party platform.
You don't even know what it is.
I can tell you this. My platform is I don't support homosexual marriage. Democrat Party platform does. I don't support killing babies. The Democrat platform absolutely does, and you know it as well as I do. The Republican Party does not support homosexual marriage. The Republican Party does not support killing babies. That's why those two reasons are the first reasons I'm a Republican. Okay, Democrat Party absolutely is for those two things.
You're on the air.
RL.
Yes, sir.
If I came in your home and I stole your furniture, your china, the art you got hanging on your walls, and took it home with me, would you vote for me for president?
Yeah. Because I know you as a good thief.
No. That's what Hillary did.
Okay.
And when they left the White House in 2000, they stole furniture, china, painting.
Well, wait a minute. Now, let me just. Every president does that. Every president has done that because they have a budget that you can go in there.
You show me where any president and his wife stole furniture, art, and china out of the White House. Official furniture and
well, I don't know where but I'm saying now wait a minute. What I'm trying to say to you is every new elected president has a right to go pick out the furniture they want for every room in the house.
But that don't mean when they leave they get to take it home with them.
And that is moved out by and I'll bet you that there's not a one of them that didn't take some of the stuff out of there.
What else they did? You know, W. Bush was coming in after
They took every W off every
W off every keyboard in the West Wing.
Yeah. Every W off every keyboard.
Well, I don't blame them.
They did too.
Appreciate your call.
Okay, buddy.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
God, no, don't vote for Hillary. She's going to do away with the Bill of Rights.
Okay, thank you. You're on the air.
Amen to you for saying that about homosexual marriage and killing babies. That's reason enough to be a Republican.
It's why, I had a Democrat friend of mine, and Ariel's a good friend of mine, folks. Don't misunderstand.
Right.
But I had a Democrat friend of mine ask me, would I ever join the Democrat Party? I said, when you stop supporting homosexual marriage and stop supporting the free will killing of babies, I might consider it. But until you do those two things, I can't even consider it. I read something the other day, ma'am, and you probably agree with me. Did you know, RL, if you go up into Alaska or somewhere and you take an egg of a bald eagle out, an egg of a bald eagle out of the nest, you can be fined, I think it's up to $150,000 and put in jail for 10 years. But if you go out here, a 13-year-old girl in the state of Tennessee can go have an abortion and don't even have to tell her mom and dad.
Let me tell you something other.
Yeah.
The things that you're saying right there is just a plain lie. Now, I'm calling you a liar right here on TV. A lie. I am not for abortion, and I am a Democrat.
I said Democrats, Ariel. I didn't say you. I said Democrat. It's in the Democrat Party.
No, it's not a Democrat Party thing.
Absolutely, it's in their platform.
They do support. But now I don't support abortion for.
You asked me about the Republican platform and the Democrat platform.
Your president does.
Did you see him light the White House up in the gay flag?
Yeah.
Yeah. Have you ever seen him do the American flag that way?
And I'm going to tell you something else. I don't. It's none of my business, and I don't think. Let's just say that. What's the difference between adultery and homosexuality? What's the difference?
A whole lot.
What's the difference? What's the difference between adultery and homosexuality?
They're both sins. What's that got to do with anything?
Why aren't you here ranting and raving about adultery? You don't rant and raving.
We're talking about two things. You did just like
you're talking about two things that you care about because the Republican Party.
You asked me my opinion.
Well, I'm saying
you asked me my opinion. Now you want to tell me my opinion.
No, I don't.
You, ma'am, did you hear? You asked me my opinion. I gave you my opinion.
That's your platform. So you don't care about what they do for the other people out here, or the Republican Party don't, as long as they're against gays.
I'm just telling you, if you can't get past those two issues, I can't go with you.
The Democrat Party, there's not all of them out there is against or for abortion. I don't think it.
I didn't say they were, Earl. You asked about the Democrat platform and the Republican platform.
It sound like Democrats.
It's the Democrat platform. You asked me specifically about the Democrat platform and the Republican platform.
About the Republican
but now you want to turn it into something else. You asked me a question. I answered your question.
I asked you about the Republican. I didn't ask you about the Democrats.
Well, if you ask about one, you got to tell about the other.
No, you don't.
Okay, so let's take it back. The Republican Party does not support homosexual marriage or the free will killing of babies. The other party does.
Okay, now I'm going to address that.
It's true.
The Democrat Party, I don't know, and as far as a Democrat or affiliate with a particular party, I am not that much. As much as I didn't vote for Obama, but I believe I don't believe for a second that there's a person, you or anybody else out there, someone rapes my daughter or my granddaughter.
Now, you want to go to the extreme.
And
you know as
that's
well
not
as
the extreme.
Yes, it is, because you know 98% of abortions are birth control. 98% of abortions are birth control. Has little to do with supposedly.
How many people do you think in Tennessee has been done had an abortion in the state of Tennessee for the last 10 years, probably?
I don't know the numbers, but you know as well as I do. But at least 98% of abortions are for birth control only.
And how many people out there? Let's just look at.
But I go back to what I was saying. If you go take an egg of a bald eagle out, you can be fined hundreds of thousands of dollars, sent to jail for 10 years at least. Sorry, but 10 years at least. But a 13-year-old, 14-year-old girl in a state of Tennessee, even as conservative as we are, can go have an abortion and don't even have to tell her mom and daddy.
I mean, how many of them?
I have a problem with that.
Well, how many of those has happened? And what I'm saying is, why is it such a big issue with it when you've got friends and neighbors?
Because it's a sin.
Well, and you've got friends and neighbors that's committing adultery every day. And by God, it's a sin.
It's a sin. I agree with you.
And you don't say a word about that. But anyway.
You asked me about this. We can't cover every issue.
Oh, yeah. You're on the air.
All I'm going to say is homosexuality is wrong and abortions are wrong.
Thank you.
Absolutely. I think abortion is wrong. But it's for convenience. But for
that's what it is. 98% of abortions are for convenience.
I think that most Democrats believe that too. But it's just not a blanket thing.
It's in their platform. That's what you ask.
You're on the air.
The Democrat Party booed God at the 2012 convention.
They sure did.
They what?
So their platform was anti-God, anti-Christian.
Well, that's not the same Democrat Party that I believe in.
That was after their convention, RL.
I didn't hear that.
Hey, good show, but guys, keep it up.
Thank you, buddy.
Appreciate your call. You're on the air.
Yes, adultery is a sin, and gay marriage and all is an abomination abomination in God's eyes.
And it's an abomination. Both of them is an abomination, and you pick one to make a big political. It's all about politics. Has nothing to do with how people live or whatever. And I'll tell you something else. With the homosexual deal, I felt the same way until I worked with Levi Strauss and Company. I worked in San Francisco, sometimes as much as 14, 15 weeks a year for probably 20 years. And some of the nicest people I ever met in my life. And not one time did one of them ever make an advancement toward me in any way. But they were good people. They have a right to believe.
And don't make it any less of a sin.
Why,
don't make it any less of a sin.
Why do you make that 1 or 2 sins different than other sins? And you don't.
Because your party pushes it that way.
Oh, God.
Your party pushes it that way.
You're on the air.
No, he's on there.
You're on the air.
Hey, Earl.
Yeah.
Oh, that's been going on for years, forever, buddy.
What has?
That different part, different games and all.
What about it?
We're not sure we're understanding what you're saying.
Well, what I'm trying to get at, you can't stop that. I mean, it's been going on forever.
Oh, it's been going on since way back before biblical time.
Yeah, absolutely.
It has.
And that's the reason why I'm saying, if you believe and if you've ever said the Pledge of Allegiance to the flag of the United States of America, then you are definitely not believing in what you're saying, so you shouldn't say it.
Yeah.
Appreciate your call.
Well.
Thank you, buddy.
You're on the air.
You're talking about the gays. This new thing that they come out with, this transgender. Would you let your grandson sit and watch that show? My name is Jazz.
No, I don't believe in that kind of stuff. I don't.
I don't either, and it's getting worse and worse, and what it's telling me is the Lord is coming soon.
Well, I want to tell you this, and I believe this with all my heart and soul. United States of America is the most conservative country in the world.
We used to be. I'm not sure.
You are now. I mean, you can go anywhere you want to go, and the things that we do not even think about bringing to the forefront or talking about, it's in the other countries, it's wide open.
Or all over in the Muslim countries, Hazel Valley can probably tell us, I think they'll kill you if they find out you're homosexual.
Well,
over in the Muslim countries,
they'll kill their daughter.
What your president supports.
They'll kill their daughter, or they'll.
Yeah, they're a lot more conservative than we are.
I'm talking about civilized world. We'll talk to you later. Thanks for the call.
Thank you.
You're on the air.
Yes, are you still taking votes?
Yeah.
Okay. Donald Trump all the way.
Thank you, ma'am. There you go.
And do you believe that Donald Trump will actually get the nomination?
That wasn't the question. You asked her who she's voting for.
I just want to know, does she think? I can ask them.
I don't think Donald Trump will get the nomination.
Oh, okay.
Okay, I know one thing. I don't know how anybody could vote for Hillary Clinton. They must not be watching the news and all the dirty things she's doing. We got the sorriest president we've ever had, and she gets in there. We sure don't want a worse one.
That's the best call of the night right there, RL.
Appreciate your call, ma'am.
Thank you, ma'am.
This is the last call of the night right here. You're on the air.
Hey, gentlemen, the issue on the gay thing and whatever else, it has gone on forever. But the key thing is the Supreme Court changed the definition of marriage and made this thing legal. And that's where the big discussion came in on it.
I appreciate your call, buddy, because I got to go.
Thank you.
We're out of here. We're out of here, and I know
we've had a blast. Watch my show Wednesday night. We're going to talk more about the tax increase.
Okay. Folks, Tennessee Outdoor over in Huntsville. Now, I'm sorry that I didn't tell you, but they're not open on Sundays or Mondays. But, folks, they're a nice business, and Razak's, you can't beat their food. I don't care where you go or what you do.
Had somebody call in here, Ariel, during the break. Ariel went out of the room, had somebody call in, said he went on Ray's Axe today and had the fillet tips and shrimp. Said it was out of this world delicious.
Well, this is unreal. Also, True Value Homes. It's located. Now, if you're wanting to go to the True Value Homes, you just go up to 141, take a left, go to the second red light, look left. It's right there in that junction. So you go there and check them out. And if you got property, that's your down payment. Plus, they can do in-house financing. And folks, your credit's almost, if you got, it's good.
It's good.
So give them a call. And also, Ron's Golf Carts and his La Follette Indoor Flea Market. What can I say? You can, and especially if you like antiques, he'll have all kinds of antiques. He's just a nice person to deal with.
Ron's a good guy.
And Brimstone Recreation, I will, on this 18th and 19th, we'll talk a whole lot more about that next week and the following week. And the festival for Scott County will be the last Saturday in September. Good night, everybody. I'll see you next week.